The following reflection is led by Tara Brach. To access more of my meditations or reflections, or to join my email list, please visit tarabrach.com. And take a few moments to allow yourself to settle, to feel your body and your breath. Feel your intention that we might remove the veils that cover what's right here, the beliefs that create a barrier between ourselves and loving fully. Just feel the sincerity of that intention. And you might bring to mind some situation in your life that gets you very reactive, where you feel stuck. Perhaps some conflict or some distance with one person, perhaps. Sensing when you're triggered, when you're feeling that distance, that conflict, that separation, sense what you're believing. Again, just ask yourself, what am I believing about myself or about the other? What does it mean to me if that person's treating me in this way? What are you believing? The belief might land on that person's bad or wrong, might also land on I'm not lovable, I'm not worthy. And don't worry if you're not sure, because this is a practice it's a life practice really, and we're just getting a taste here. You can revisit it. But just to sense if you're believing in some way that you're failing or the other person is, and ask yourself that question, that simple question, is it true? Is it possible to sense that it's real but not true? Is it possible to sense it as a map or a representation that's probably been there a long time, conditioned by the culture and by our personal history? Then ask yourself the question, what's it like to live with this belief? When this is the map that's guiding you, the I'm bad, you're bad, you shouldn't, I'm failing. What's it like? What's it like in your body and your heart when you're living with this? Can you sense the pain of the belief? You might sense how long you've been living with this belief, how familiar it is, and how it's really affected your life over years and years. Just let your heart witness that. And you might ask, so what does the hurting place inside me, the vulnerable place, most need right now? And just in a very genuine way, just listen in, just sense underneath that belief there's vulnerability. What does that place need? And you might put your hand on your heart or your hand on your cheek as a way of communicating and being with yourself. And sense if there's any words, any message, any reminder that in some way would be healing for the part of you underneath, that vulnerability underneath the belief, the fear place, the hurting place. What does it need? Could be just simply a message of, I'm here, I care, I'm sorry, and I love you. You can trust your goodness. See if you can just let in the compassion and the care. And sense that you're inhabiting that place of compassion, that awareness that's tender. And from that vantage point, you might ask, well, what would my life be like without this belief? What would it be like? Who would I be without this belief? If you no longer believe this, if this map was no longer shaping your life, what would your whole sense of your own being be like? Can you get just a glimmer and then let go and relax in that space? Illusion only exists because it's not investigated. We close as we opened with the words of Rumi. I must have been incredibly simple or drunk or insane to sneak into my own house and steal money, to climb over the fence and take my own vegetables, but no more. I've gotten free of that ignorant fist that was pinching and twisting my secret self. The universe and the light of the stars come through me. I'm the crescent moon put up over the gate to the festival. Namaste.